Welcome to this day in wrestling history for September 6th. In 1996, on a special edition of Friday Night Raw, Jim Ross announces that Razor Ramon and Diesel were in talks to return to the WWF. Needless to say, this confused a lot of people as A. Razor Ramon and Diesel left a few months earlier for big paydays in WCW. B. Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, the men who were Razor Ramon and Diesel, respectively, were 2/3 of the hottest storyline at the time, that being the NWO. And C. Hall and Nash said months earlier on a WCW pay-per-view, they explicitly, I mispronounced it another couple times, so I'm not going to say it again, basically said they did not work for the WWF. As it turned out, the WWF owned the rights to Razor Ramon and the Diesel names and characters, so Ross kept running this game until they were introduced at the end of the month. The new Razor Ramon and Diesel, portrayed by Rick Bogner and Glenn Jacobs, who ended up becoming Kane, would bomb terribly. I think they were around in September, about 3-4 months. In Memphis, Tennessee, 1997, in Memphis, Tennessee, Steve Dunn defeated Doomsday to win the USWA, or United States Wrestling Association's, Southern Heavyweight Championship. Dunn would be the last man to hold the title as the company was shut down 2 months later. In 2002, in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, WWE Champion Brock Lesnar defeated World Heavyweight Champion Triple H to retain the WWE Championship. The event wasn't televised, and it wouldn't be until a decade later that Brock and Triple H met in a televised match in the main event of SummerSlam 2012. In 2005, TNA Wrestling announced that they signed Gail Kim. Kim would begin as the manager of Jeff Jarrett and the tag team America's Most Wanted, which were Chris Harris and James Storm, but went on to spearhead the Knockouts division and eventually made the TNA Hall of Fame. Also in 2005, WWE taped the first ever episode of Friday Night SmackDown from the Gwinnett Center in Atlanta, Georgia. Before we go on, I mentioned the first episode that would air on Friday nights, since it's been around for about 6-7 years at this point. 3 of the 4 SmackDown championships were contested on the show. The Legion of Doom, represented by Heidenreich and Wood Warrior Animal, defeated Eminem for Joey Mercury and Johnny Nitro to retain the WWE Tag Team Championship. Chris Benoit defeated Orlando Jordan in just 22 seconds to retain the WWE United States Championship. In the main event, Batista defeated John Bradshaw Layfield in a bullwhip match to retain the World Heavyweight Championship. In 2010, TNA Impact tapings at the Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, that aired on September 16th, saw Kevin Nash and Samoa Joe go to a double countout. Jay Lethal defeated Doug Williams to win the X Division Championship for the 4th time. Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy wrestled to another double draw, ended up being a double pin, which led Eric Bischoff making the final at Bound for Glory a triple threat. And I think it was for the #1 contendership too. At the previous pay-per-view, Kurt Angle and Jeff Hardy also went to a double count, I believe. This was in 2014. TNA One Night Only with Rivals at the Royal Palace Theater in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. In the main event, Jeff Hardy defeated Magnus. In 2014, the first ever episode of Lucha Underground at the Lucha Underground Temple from from Los Angeles, California was taped. The show would air 2 months later as a debut episode. Tony Mundo, they're known as John Morrison, defeated Prince Puma, he's better known as Ricochet, in the main event. In 2014, Ring of Honor All-Star Extravaganza 6 was at the Mattamy Athletic Center in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Jay Briscoe defeated Michael Elgin to win the Ring of Honor World Championship. The win made Briscoe the second man to win the title more than once. In 2015, Shakira, King of Trios, Night 3 at the Palmer Community Center in Easton, Pennsylvania. Team AAA, represented by Aerostar, Drago, and Phoenix, defeated Team Bullet Club, represented by AJ Styles and the Young Bucks, so Nick and Matt Jackson, for the Shakira's King of Trios tournament. In 2016, WWE SmackDown was at the Pinnacle Bank Arena in Lincoln, Nebraska. Alpha Academy, which was Jason Jordan and Chad Gable, defeated the Usos, Jay and Jimmy, and the team of Heath Slater and Rhino defeated the Hype Brothers, Zack Ryder and Mojo Rawley, in the semifinals of the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. In 2021, Monday Night Raw aired from the FTX Arena in Miami, Florida. Bobby Lashley and MVP won a tag team turmoil to become number one contenders for the WWE's Raw Tag Team Championship. In 2023, AEW Dynamite at Indiana Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana. Darby Allin defeated Nick Wayne, and Roderick Strong defeated Trent Beretta in the quarterfinals of the AEW Grand Slam World Championship Eliminator. In 2023, AEW Rampage taping at Indiana Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana, which aired on September 8th. Saw Penta, El Miedo defeat Jay Lethal, and Samoa Joe defeat Jeff Hardy in the quarterfinals of the AEW Grand Slam World Championship Eliminator Tournament. Notable birthdays: Julian Hall, 1980, Low Key, 1979, Reggie Richter, 1951, The Barbarian, 1958. Notable deaths: Adrian L. Khaleesi. He was best known for his time in WCCW, and I believe it was General Anon in the early 90s in the WWE. He passed away in 2023. And Little Tokyo, he was a little person that wrestled. The biggest match was a mixed tag team match at WrestleMania 3 with Hillbilly Jim and King Kong Bundy. He passed away in 2011. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and have a good day.